All right, y'all. Mighty Mouse UFL on the YouTube, man. Y'all go subscribe, ring the bells for notifications. All right, I'm gonna go over some stuff, man, about meal prepping, man. A lot of people ask me about, Mouse, do you prep your meals? Do you already have all your stuff lined up for the next day or for the day of that you're eating and stuff like that, man? And the truth is that I do to an extent. I'm not one of those guys that have Tupperware with 4 pieces of chicken in it with the rice and my vegetables all lined up on the side ready to go for the next day and stuff like that. One, because I think it tastes like shit. Chicken in a microwave the next day tastes like crap. It's dry and it's nasty. I don't like doing that. But I do have prep in mind of what I'm going to eat the next day. And I usually, the thing about me is that I usually eat a lot of the same shit over and over and over again. I'm very militant with my food. I'm very militant with my diet. So a lot of the stuff I do on a consistency. You know what I'm saying? So I usually eat between 6 to 12 eggs a day on a regular. I usually drink about 2 to 3 shakes a day. I actually started adding more shakes to my diet because I felt like I wasn't getting enough protein in my diet. So I actually started adding a little bit more shakes into my diet. So now I'm taking in probably between 2 to 3 protein shakes a day, and they're usually 2 scoops per shake, which is like 50 grams of protein per shake. All right. Usually eat tuna almost every day. If you have mercury issues or you've had problems with tuna or fish or anything like that in general, man, salmon, I eat salmon almost every day too, or tuna, one or the other. I usually flip around. But if you've had like mercury issues or you've had problems with eating fish, then I would say don't do it. I've never had any issues eating fish. The amount of fish that I eat, I haven't had any type of, you know, weird shit going on with me, and I know nothing wrong with my blood work or anything to do with like mercury or anything to say like, hey man, you need to slow down on your fish. Like, I haven't had any of those issues. So fish has not been an issue for me as far as that goes. I'm 45 years old. I've been eating fish my whole life and I haven't had any of those problems. Red meat, I do eat red meat. I try to limit it down to 3 days out of the week, but when I do eat red meat, I eat a good amount of red meat. So a lot of times I'm taking in probably like I'll eat hamburger, but I don't eat it with bread. I'll eat it with like rice or something like that. I don't eat bread. I don't eat potatoes unless it's like a sweet potato or something like that. But I stay away from I stay away from pastas. So majority of my carbs will come from rice or rice cakes, stuff like that, man. And of course, you know, my vegetable carbs come from fiber and stuff like that. So fiber carbs are not the same as you know, like your breads and your yeasts and your starches and stuff like that. I really don't eat a lot of sweets. I drink about 1 gallon to 2 gallons of water a day, and that's not including what I put in like my pre-workouts and stuff like that. We'll do a supplement video separate from this. This is pretty much just, Mouse, do you prep food? And no, I don't prep food to an extent, like I said, with all the, you know, the Tupperwares and stuff like that. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that, because I know plenty of pro bodybuilders almost have to do that. They weigh their meats out. All of their stuff has to be on a regimen. I eat every 2 hours, every 3 hours. 3 hours would be very maximum for me to miss a meal. I usually eat about every 2 hours. I usually take in about 7 meals a day. And that's including my shakes. So I have probably about 4 solid meals, and I drink about 3 shakes a day. I also drink protein in the middle of the night. So I drink protein in the middle of the night. You know, my protein is usually, I get collagen protein for my nighttime, or I take like a casein protein before I go to sleep. But 9 times out of 10, I'm taking a collagen protein at night. I put it inside of my drink, and I get one of the squeezers from Walmart. Collagen protein has absolutely no flavor to it at all. I take Vital Protein. It's the collagen that I use. And like I said, I drink that all during the night. That way I'm consistently taking in protein even while I sleep. So when I get up in the middle of the night and I need something to drink, I drink. And I drink this in, you know, probably about 64 ounces of water. So I'm also taking in a large amount of water at night as well with it. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is, man. But yes, no, I don't prep. I don't put stuff in Tupperwares. But I'm telling, there's nothing wrong with that, and you'll probably get more results if you did. But like me, like I said, I can't eat like that. I can't eat real bland, dry, nasty food, man. I got to make sure. And like I said, I'm not doing bodybuilding shows and stuff like that either. So I don't have to follow regimens to that extent where I need to be that militant with my food. Otherwise I would. If I had to, if I was doing a show or something like that, I definitely would get that militant with my diet and my foods and stuff like that. But definitely some good information for you guys, man. How much protein do I take in a day? I usually take in probably about 300 grams of protein a day. I'm 210 pounds and I'm 5'8". My body percent fat is down probably about 10% right now, man. Maybe 9% or whatever. You know, as long as you're keeping your abs in there, you know what I'm saying? As long as you got your abs in there, that's a good indication of what your percentage of body fat is. You know, to me, I know my body percent fat is down to a certain percentage when my six-pack starts getting really deep and I start getting super shredded. But you know, I'm sitting at that at 210 pounds. You know, so I definitely could get down even lower percentage body fat. I actually could probably get down to about a 7 or 8. But like I said, I'm not getting on stage and stuff like that, so I really don't want to be that lean. But I could definitely get down to probably like 190 and be extremely shredded. But again, guys, this comes with your diet. So what I look like at 210 doesn't mean what you would look like at 210. Doesn't mean what that guy would look like at 210. It doesn't mean what that like I look at 210. For you to get as shredded as me, you might have to be down to 150 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Carrying the same body percent fat that I have. It's about putting on muscle, cutting fat. That's the goal. That's the ticket. So it's not always what you weigh on the scale. It's what you look like in the mirror. You know, I tell people, put your scale away, man. Quit worrying about what that scale says. The scale does not defy you. You know what I'm saying? You need to look at yourself in the mirror. That should be your indication of where you're trying to be, what you're looking like, and where you want to go, and set your goals off of what you look like inside of your mirror. But listen, guys, that's it. Again, that's the amount of water I take in. That's the amount of protein I take in. I will do a supplement video, man, to break a lot more stuff down for you. But that's about it as far as meal preps go. I do not meal prep. And bottom line, man, stick with it and stay consistent. You can't take in a certain amount of protein one day and then take in no protein the next day and then try to make up for it the next day. It doesn't work like that, man. Your body needs to eat. Your body needs to feed every 2 to 3 hours, man. You know, you got small windows and your body needs to consistently take in the amount of nutrition that you need to grow and get bigger, get stronger, or cut weight, or whatever it is that your goals are at that point in time. All right, y'all. Peace.